Okay, I'm going to create a marketing campaign, a company, a contact, a lead, and attach that lead to the marketing campaign. The first thing I'm going to do is go to Tools, Configure, Marketing Campaigns, and under my Marketing Campaign Manager, under System Center, I'm going to add a new campaign here. I'm going to add it to this top level. You notice that I do have some subfolders with campaigns in here, such some of these for my vendors like Hayward, Space-Air, and so on. And basically these are to track all the leads that I get in from my vendors. But I'm actually going to create a new campaign, something a little bit different. I'm going to call it Friends and Family. And the reason why I'm doing this is there's so many times when me or people in our office are out and about, and they're either at a personal event and they get a lead from somebody at that personal event. Could be a barbecue or a birthday party or wedding or something, and we wanted to be able to put these somewhere, and so we could kind of keep track of them. But you could do these leads for anything. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to name the campaign. I could put a campaign cost if there was a cost, but in this case there is no cost, so I'm just going to leave it as 0. And I'm going to start tracking the leads from today. If I wanted to track the leads only from a start to an end, then I can put an ending date here, and then it makes this marketing campaign available. But I'm just going to leave it open because I want to be able to track this forever. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save, and now I have my Friends and Family campaign. And you notice I have no campaign costs, no leads generated, no leads to projects, no conversion, no nothing yet. So I'm going to go ahead and close this. And actually, I got a friend of mine who's at a barbecue, and he works for the Star of Honolulu. And they are building a new facility. And so I'm going to go ahead and go to prospecting. I'm going to search for the Star of Honolulu, and I can type in here Honolulu, Hawaii, the United States, or I can just leave it open. And it's going to use Google Place Finder, which is Google Maps, and it will search for the company. I click on Get Results, and now it's searching Google Place Finder. First time advertiser, it's not that. This is the one right here. So I'm going to go ahead and add this as a customer. And the customer window pops up, and what it does is it fills in as much information as that's available, and then I go ahead and fill out the other information. So the company division is for System Center. The company type, I'm just going to put this under General Business. And you notice as I change it to General Business, certain things are not required now, and certain things are. Sales territory is not required, but market type is, and it's business. Status is active. On the side here, I'm going to put the person's name in here. I don't have their direct phone number, but I have their main phone number. The email, I do have his email here that I will copy and paste. Contact type is not a valid email. What did I do? Oh, I think I got a space on the end of this, so that's why it's doing that. Contact type is main. He is the captain. Active, their terms are going to be our default terms. I'm going to put him on my mailing list. He is going to sync with Outlook. I'm going to create a lead record for him, and I'm going to attach it to my Friends and Family marketing campaign. And the lead is the lead type is, it's not an inquiry only, but they're doing specifying and budgeting for the project. So put that in new office furniture for new building. And at this point, I've completed creating the company record. I created the contact record here. I'm putting him on the mailing list for future emails. I'm syncing in with Outlook. I created a lead record. I attached that lead to this marketing campaign, and I put what the lead is about. So at this point, I can save it. I can save and schedule appointment, or I could save and start a project, and it will take everything, just start a project, and I can just move on it. Now, I don't have a project yet. This is still just in the very beginning of it, so I'm just going to save this as a lead. So what happens here is it's saving, and here's that the contact record, and here's the company it's attached to, and then back here is the company that it created. I'm going to set myself as the primary salesperson and also as 100% credit. So now any project that's created from this company will default set me there as the salesperson, and I will save that, and there we go. Now what happened as well is in my leads, if you notice here, I just got an alert saying that I have a new lead. And if I go down to my leads here, and let me actually, oops, let me reload my leads. There's the lead. And so now what I could do is I can, now as a salesperson, I could start working this lead. The status of this lead is it's current. The probability, I'm going to put it at 50%, being this was part of my friends and family. It's a friend. Priority, I would say I'm going to put this as hot because they are in the very beginning of this and they're into specifying. And then down here, if I want to referred by, I can type in a person's name. Decision date, I don't have anything right now, so it's defaulting 0. But I can, I actually sent him an email earlier, so I'm just going to put a note here for 27 sent intro email. Okay, and then I'll save that. So what that does now is I'll be able to track this and what's going on with it. It gives me my last activity. I can also right click on it and I can send an email right from here, and this will open up my email and it puts Rich there, and I can type in a subject, I can attach documents and send it, and I will keep this email, save this email to this lead record for Rich. And hopefully this will turn into a project pretty quickly, and all I will do is right click and I will start a project right from here, and it will take it out of my leads and start a project. Another thing with leads is you can put leads on hold. So if this project, I talked to Rich and he says, you know what, right now there's not too much going on with it, so why don't you follow up with me in June? I could put a reason why it's on hold, and then I could put a reactivation date. So I could put in June, and I could put a date in here, and then I can save it. Now, if for some reason he calls me in May and says, hey, you know what, we want to get moving on this project, all I do is I could go into my leads, and down here, the on hold, if I check that, it will show the lead on hold in here, and I open it and I reactivate now, and it will bring it back into my active leads. Okay, so you can take it off of hold very easily. And why I'm here is the leads only show the leads for you as a salesperson, but if you are a sales manager, you could click on the show managed, and this will show all the salespeople all the leads for the salespeople that you manage. And anything in red means it hasn't had any activity based off of when you assign this. So if you needed to, you can reassign this quickly to another salesperson. Okay, well that's how to, that showed us a few things. We use the prospecting tool in eManage to search for a company, but you can also use this to search for a type of business like a law firm or dentist or bank, whatever. So we got our results. We clicked on add as a customer. We filled out the company information. It created a company record. It created a contact record. And then it also created a lead record from right here. And then if I go into my marketing campaigns, let's open this up, and if we go to friends and family, you can see that one lead was generated. Now as this lead moves forward, if it turns into a project, you'll have one lead generated and one project, lead to project, and it'll say 100% conversion. And it will follow it through automatically. So at any time I can look at these campaign details and see how successful either my campaigns are or where my leads are coming from. Well, thank you for watching, and that is it.